Covering Martin County, where in the past 5 years, drug arrests have tripled. The latest two happened just yesterday. John Shainman's live in our Treasure Coast newsroom to explain how law enforcement is trying to stay ahead of the program. John?
There is a situation with drugs like flakka, which weren't in existence even as early as 2, 3, 4 years ago. And what I'm also being told is the key is to stay ahead of trends, whether it's the latest designer drugs or the technology to uncover them. Over 4 decades, William Hyde's seen big changes in his Stewart neighborhood.
We've had trouble with them for years.
By them, he means drug dealers. He was glad to hear this week that 2 men were arrested at this home on drug charges.
I'd like to see them clean the whole place up.
In 2011, there were 248 drug-related arrests in Martin County. Last year, 817.
Dangerous drugs, narcotics, heroin, opioid use is skyrocketing, and we're doing everything we can to push back against it.
Here at the Martin County Sheriff's Office, they have a new device not much larger than a cell phone that helps them determine what it is they're seeing out on the streets.
We've got 3 different substances here.
We had an undercover detective show us the True Narc system.
Scanning device helps us to determine the identity of different controlled substances.
While old test kits required cutting a sample, here detectives don't have to touch the drug at all.
It can be absorbed through the skin. It can be harmful and potentially fatal.
Using a laser to ID a substance, it's also a real time saver when something doesn't have to be sent to the crime lab, where it could take weeks to get an answer.
So right there, test positive for alpha PVP.
This $20,000 tool instantly tells the difference between substances that look similar.
It says it's clear, not a controlled substance, confection of sugar.
Fake or real, whatever's being peddled in his neighborhood, William Hyde would rather see it gone.
I'd like to see the neighborhood restored to what it used to be.
Now, the True Narc device can also be updated as new illegal compounds are discovered. As for drugs, well, the sheriff tells me that in 2016 it will once again be a priority for his office. We're live at the Treasure Coast newsroom. John Shainman, WPTV News Channel 5.